Hello students, today we'll talk about equivalent capacitance for different combinations of capacitors. So if we have capacitors connected in series and if I want to replace 4 or 5 or more than that number of capacitors with a single capacitor, what should I do? Or if I have capacitors connected in parallel and I want to replace the combination with a single capacitor, what should be the capacitance of the single capacitor? That is what we'll discuss today. To understand today's topic, we just need to know one thing that capacitance of any capacitor can be given as C is equal to Q by V. So let us start. Let us consider n capacitors, say C1, C2, C3 up to Cn, and we have a battery of potential V, and we connect these capacitors in this manner, which is considered as series combination. And look at the connection here. Not all the capacitors are connected with battery directly. Only first and last are connected with battery, and the intermediate capacitors are not directly connected with the battery. So this is called a series combination of capacitor. And what happens when you switch on the power? We consider the combination to be between 2 points A and B, and now I switch on the power. What will happen now? So as I switch on the power, charge will flow from positive terminal of the battery, and so I have left side plate of C1 positively charged, right side plate of Cn negatively charged. But what about C2, C3, C4 up to Cn? What about all the capacitors between C1 and Cn? How they will get charged? So what happens here is, as we have positive charge on left plate of C1, looking at it, negative charge will be induced on opposite plate, and because all the electrons gather on the right side plate of C1, the first plate of C2 becomes positively charged. Okay, and looking at positive charge on left plate of C2, what will happen to the other plate of C2? It will gather all the electrons, and those electrons have come from first plate of C3, so it will become positively charged. And that is how all the plates of intermediate capacitors will get charged. And how much is the charge on all these capacitors? As the capacitors are charged by induction, so all the capacitors are having same amount of charge. But if you consider potential of first capacitor, second capacitor, third capacitor, potentials will not be same. So series combination is a combination in which capacitors are connected in such a way that charges on all the capacitors are same, and potentials are divided. So if you have V total potential, and say V1 is the potential across first one, V2 is potential across second, V3, Vn, and so on. Then V1 plus V2 plus V3 up to Vn, if you sum up all this potential, you will get total potential of battery, that is V. So how do I know that if I want to replace this n capacitance with a single capacitor? I don't want n capacitors. I want one capacitor only. What should be the capacitance of that single capacitor? I don't want anything else to change in my circuit. So what should be the equivalent capacitance for this combination? So here we know that the capacitance is given by C is equal to Q by V, applicable for all the capacitors. And other thing what we know is that charges are same. So you take any capacitor, charge is same. So if we have Q1, Q2, Q3 anywhere during the derivation, we can replace it with single symbol Q. We also know that potential V uh, is divided between the capacitors, and so total potential V can be given as V1 plus V2 plus V3 up to Vn. And now let us use this formula C is equal to Q by V into this equation. So if C is equal to Q by V, V is equal to Q by C. So left side will be replaced with Q by C, and on the right side we will have Q1 by C1 plus Q2 by C2 plus Q3 by C3 and so on. But actually we don't need to write Q1, Q2, Q3 because we know that charges are same. Moreover, what is C here? What is C on left side? This C is the equivalent capacitance of all the C1, C2, C3 combination of all these capacitors. So just a second. Now I can replace this Q1, Q2, Q3 with Q, and then what I get is 1 by C is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 up to 1 by Cn. This is the expression for equivalent capacitance in case of series combination of capacitor. And what this indicates? This indicates that equivalent capacitance will be smaller than the smallest of capacitors. Suppose we consider only two capacitors, say each one with value 2 microfarad. Suppose I have only two capacitors, C1 and C2. How much is the value of C1? 2. How much is the value of C2? 2. So if I take 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, what do I get? 1 by 4 and 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1, and then what is the capacitance? It is C is 1, which is less than C1, which is less than C2. Similarly, if you take suppose first capacitor is 2 microfarad, second capacitor is 3 microfarad, and then find out equivalent one. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3, and what you will get? You will get 6 by 5, C to be 6 by 5, which is less than 2. So in case of series combination of capacitance, the equivalent capacitor will always be less than the least. Let us go to parallel combination now. Consider three capacitors C1, C2, C3 and a battery of voltage V. And if we connect the three with battery in this manner, it is called parallel combination of capacitors. How do I express it? So parallel combination is when you connect each capacitor individually with the battery. Look at C1 here. C1 is the wires of C1 are connected with battery. Similarly with C2 also, C3 also. So potential across C1 is V volt, potential across C2 is V volt, potential across C3 is also V volt. So we can say that parallel combination is when capacitors are connected in such a way that potential across each capacitor is same. So that is parallel combination of capacitor. And now my problem is I don't want three capacitors. I want single capacitor, uh, which I can replace this three with, and I don't want any other change in my circuit. So what should be the value of equivalent capacitance? So what happens here as you switch on? So as I switch on, charges will flow from the battery, and the left side plate of C1, C2, C3 will acquire positive charge. Okay, and obviously right side will be negatively charged. But this negative charges or positive charges are directly deposited from the battery, and not necessary that whatever is the charge on C1 same is the charge on C2 or C3, because they have different charge holding capacity, and so they will get different charge. But if you sum up Q1, Q2 and Q3, you will get total charge supplied by the battery. So this is the basic difference between series combination and parallel combination. In case of parallel combination, total charge supplied by the battery is divided between the capacitor. I cannot say Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to Q3 unlike previous case. But here I have V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V3 is equal to V. Potential across each one is same as that of battery. So now we know that C is equal to Q by V. Once again, it is applicable. And for this situation, I should be able to say that V is equal to V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V3. Potential across each capacitor is same. And we know that if total charge supplied by a battery is Q, then Q is equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Now let us use C is equal to Q by V into this equation of resultant charge Q. So what is Q is equal to? CV. So I replace this Q with CV, C1 V1, C2 V2, C3 V3, and this is what we get. But why we are writing V1, V2, V3? We don't need to write V1, V2, V3 as potential across each capacitor is same V. And then this equation becomes CV is equal to C1V plus C2V, and then we get C is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. This is the equivalent capacitance in case of parallel combination of capacitor, and this is true even for n capacitors. So if you have n capacitors connected in parallel, the resultant capacitance may be given as C1 plus C2 plus C3 up to Cn. What this equation indicates? This equation indicates that the resultant capacitance is more than the highest value of C1 to Cn. So suppose C1 is 1 microfarad, C2 is 2 microfarad, resultant is 3, which is more than 2. Okay, so in case of parallel combination, the resultant capacitance is more than the highest value of the combination. Let us conclude now. So now we know that series combination of capacitor is the connection in which we see that all the capacitors are having same charge. We join capacitors in such a way that all of the capacitors have same charge. And the equivalent capacitance in case of series combination of capacitors, if we have n capacitors connected in series, then the equivalent can be given as 1 by C is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3 up to 1 by Cn. Similarly, in case of parallel combination of capacitor, we now know that the parallel combination is when capacitors are connected in such a way that all the capacitors are having same potential across them. And in this case, equivalent capacitance can be given as C is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3 up to Cn. And the essential feature which we should not forget here is, in case of series combination, effective capacitance reduces, and actually we get equivalent capacitance which is less than the least of C1 to Cn, whereas in case of parallel combination, effective capacitance increases, and it is having value more than the highest value from C1 to Cn. So that was the topic. I hope you understood. Thank you.